Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and in this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you how to make some pecan pie brownies or pecan pie brownies. It's just a mashup of good brownies and a good pecan pie filling on top, baked together into total perfection. And I really don't think that there's a better brownie for this season because I don't know about you, but when it comes to like Thanksgiving, pecan pie is one of my absolute favorite must-haves, and I think this is a really great way to combine like a brownie treat and a pecan pie if you're going to a party, which if you are, where's my invite? How rude. So let me show you with you what I've got going on here because I've got some explaining to do. I've got some brownie batter here, okay? Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know, a couple years back around the holiday season, I shared with you how to make brownie mix and keep it in the pantry. So what I did is I did 2 batches of that because you want to make sure that whatever brownie mix you're using, whether it be homemade or store-bought, it is the kind that fits in a 9x13. If yours fits in a 9x9 or an 8x8, you're going to have to double the recipe to fit a 9x13. So that's what I've got going on here. But hey, store-bought brownie mix, you go, girl. I mean, I don't really care. Brownie, as long as it's a good, you know, as long as you enjoy that brand, then it's fine. And I have that in a 9x13 that I've lined with parchment, sprayed with a little bit of nonstick spray. Don't be jealous of my parchment cutting skills. I know, very advanced, but you know, it is what it is. I've got my oven preheated to 350. Now, depending on the brownie mix that you are using, so say you're using a store-bought that takes in a 9x13 maybe 45 minutes to cook, you're going to want to put them in there for 20 minutes because once you put the filling on top, it needs to go back in for 25 minutes. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to pop these into my oven. Those will start baking for 20 minutes, and in the meantime we make our filling and then we proceed to topping them and putting them back in. And while that's in there, we're going to just start on the filling. You're going to need brown sugar, granulated sugar, and some flour. Add that to a bowl. This is my brownie batter. Add that to a bowl along with some melted butter. There's also a little pinch of sugar in there as well. Corn syrup, light corn syrup. If you don't want to use corn syrup, you can use honey or you can use maple syrup. All would be fantastic. Admittedly, it would be a lot more expensive, but it would taste delicious, and who cares, right? I'm going to crack a couple of eggs. I'm going to add a couple of eggs to this. Beautiful. 2. These are our beautiful fresh eggs. Can't beat it. And then a really good splash of vanilla extract. You want to make sure you're using good vanilla, you know, the kind with a lot of beans in it. And then I'm going to mix this really, really well, and then I'll add in pecans or pecans, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then I'm going to add in my pecans. You want to just fold them in really, really well. Who loves pecan pie? Raise your hand. Leave a hand up emoji down below. Listen, don't be mad at me, but I like it way more than pumpkin. I'm sorry. I know. I know pumpkin lovers out there are like, I'm out of here. But I do. I can't help it. I do. I love a good pecan pie. It's sticky. It's nutty. It's everything I love and so much more. So it's a favorite. What can I say? So when you talk about a fudgy brownie and a pecan pie filling together, when they get married, they come up with this. Now, something I want to warn you too, the brownies will be very fudgy because you're going to have a lot of the moisture from the pecan pie filling seeping into the brownies. So if you are a fan of fudgy brownies, just you wait. This will be your new favorite thing. So here's what I'm going to do because I don't want to waste your time. That's in there for 20 minutes. I'm going to pull it out, pop the filling on top, and put it back in there for 25 minutes, and then we're going to let it cool completely because it does need to be cooled completely before you go and cut them and serve them. So that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to bring you back here just for that, but remember, 20 minutes, pull them out, put the filling on top, pop them back in for 25 minutes, and you'll be so thankful after you do this and you get to eat them. All right, so these just came out of the oven about an hour or 2 ago. I let them cool pretty much completely. Now to recap, we put the brownie batter in for 20 minutes. We took it out. We put the pecan pie filling on top, popped it back in for another 25 minutes or so. Don't overcook this. What I did do is I just trimmed the edges just a tiny, tiny bit, only because the syrup and the sugar in the filling sort of drips down to the side and gets a little bit too harsh of a crust. So I always remove those. But hey, if you are a corner brownie person, then you would love the crust. I know Joe does, so I save it for him. But And I told you earlier, these are not gonna be cakey. These are gonna be really fudgy because, oh, this is smelling insane. Because the liquid, the moisture, you see, kind of seeps down from the pecan pie filling right into the brownies. I'm telling you, it's gonna be very, very hard to find a better brownie for this season. Admittedly, it's not the easiest thing to cut and serve because, you know, oh my. But I want you to see this. This is like my idea of heaven, okay? Money. Like, truly, the best of all worlds. I promise. Go to laurainthekitchen.com. It's very, very good. Get the recipe. You will be the star of whatever party you bring these to. I promise. Hope you enjoy spending time with me. And I will see you in the next one, my friend. Look at that. Very, very good.